Hello everybody and welcome back to a PSVR2 news recap, where today there's quite a bit to talk about, from new game releases to new news to possible delays. Some good news, some bad, but it's all here to keep you up to date with everything PSVR2. So kicking us off, Puzzling Places have announced two new things. One of them is a collaboration with Walkabout Minigolf. Two of my favorite games on PSVR2 coming together to announce a brand new course, and the course is the Cherry Blossom environment from Walkabout Minigolf. Is now a puzzle for you to make in Puzzling Places, and it's a free DLC, so no money required, which is fantastic. These devs always knock it out of the park with everything that they do, so that is free. If you do own Puzzling Places, go and check it out. It came out yesterday, Thursday the 19th, so it should be out already on PSVR and MetaQuest, although the Pico release is delayed. But for us PSVR2 users, go and check it out for free right now. Of course, Into the Radius got released. This has been the talk of the town for the last week on PSVR2. As you know, I absolutely love this game. I really enjoyed it. There were some issues I saw at launch of people getting a black screen when they booted it up, a bit like Project Wingman did when that came out. All you need to do to get around that, if they haven't patched it already, but I think they're patching it very soon, is to turn off your 120 Hz mode in your settings, in your video and screen settings on PS5. I did not run into this during my testing at all, so that's why I didn't say anything about it. Literally the only thing I could really comment on negatively for the game in my first impressions video was the slight pop-in performance mode. That's literally it. But yeah, overall people have been really enjoying it. It's a tried and tested game. People know it's good, and luckily the PSVR2 port is also fantastic, so go and take a look if you haven't already. See if it's something you'd like to consider picking up. And over the next couple of days there's going to be a couple of Into the Radius videos coming out as I upload my footage from my little playthrough, so I hope you look forward to that as well. Hellsweeper VR's anniversary update is also out. I need to get around to covering this too. Essentially it adds in a powerful katana, a brand new boss, a new avatar, new difficulty tiers, and even more. The full patch notes can be found on their Twitter with a load of balancing and quality of life updates. But essentially Hellsweeper is a bit of a Doom-like VR game where you can either fight through waves of enemies on your own or with friends, and it's absolutely fantastic, so I need to give this one a go as soon as possible. But that is brand new out on PSVR2, an update that is free for all Hellsweeper owners, so please do go and check it out. One of the big updates of the last week as well was Kayak VR Mirage getting multiplayer, something that I did not predict, but we did cover on the channel just after it went live. This is honestly fantastic. I tested out with Outcast, which you're seeing on the screen right now. Just going through these environments with a friend, which has never been possible before, is just awesome. I think there is crossplay supported here. I'll have to double check that. But essentially the way it works is you just host a room and then anybody can join. So you jump in, get your friend to look on the server browser, find you, and then you can go and kayak together on any of the maps. I haven't got around to doing Soka Valley, which is the map with the whitewater rapids, but I imagine that's going to be a load of fun with friends as well. But we did get around to exploring Antarctica, Norway and its different variations of weather, and Costa Rica, which were all fantastic. So if you own Kayak VR, please go back in with a friend, give it an explore, because it is such a cool experience to see someone else with you kayaking. I hope as we go forward, maybe they look to expand the amount of people you can have in a server. I'd love to have, say, up to 4 people. That would be awesome, but for now we've got 2, which is more than I really ever asked for. I thought this game would never get it, but here we are. Trombone Champ can also now be wishlisted on PSVR2 if you want to go and wishlist that. It was announced at the VR Games Showcase last month, and essentially brings the flat game Trombone Champ, which is I think a bit of a cult hit. It's got quite a niche little following that people love, and it was also doing the rounds on social media when it came out. It now has a VR port. This is coming to PSVR2 and Quest, so please go and check it out, give it a wish list, show some support to the devs. That's the only way you can really directly show support, is by wishlisting. They can see that number on their end, and this is one of the first flat to VR ports that we'll be getting on PSVR2, so exciting times. And finally, unfortunately, it seems like Skydance's Behemoth is actually getting a slight delay, not by very long, but I think originally the game was coming out on November 14th. Now, if you look on the PlayStation Store, it says the 5th of December, so that's a bit of a delay by a couple of weeks. If that gives them enough time to polish up the game and get it all ready, that's completely fine, obviously. I believe it was delayed from last year in December anyway, so it's had a bit of a delay round, but from what I've played of the game, it is fantastic. So if it's all like that standard of quality, I can see why they want to put as much polish into it as possible. But yeah, there's not really anything else to say about that other than it kind of sucks because we don't get to play it as early, but also I'd rather have a polished game than a non-polished game. And luckily, all of the demos that I've seen for Behemoth have been on PSVR2. My demo was on PSVR2 and it ran absolutely flawlessly when I played it. And there's a bunch of other testimonies from other people who played it as well on PSVR2. Doesn't speak to the quality of the overall port of the full game, but from what we've played, at least that's a good sign. This does mean though that December is going to be absolutely packed, so there's a lot to look forward to in that month. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Thank you to our patrons and YouTube members: Luke Bentley, Phil Irving, Hazit Mirza, Ace Gamer, Hippie Pickle, Jin007, Alexis to Chill, Sun WCF, Fat Controllers, The Game Cat, Andrew Ehrenreich, Jason Parker, Lamar Hall, Jordy Bansma, Lemon64K, Outcast VR, Prophecy77, and Gundy Gundy. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.